this is what they are currently looking at as far as the realignment of Clinton Street. This is the Urban Development Authority looking at the possibility of a new intersection directly across from the driveway at the Marriott and kind of coming over in a curve and down and into the, and this then would also incorporate a baseball stadium into that 14 acres that's over there. Don't know whether this is something that y'all might want to think about and pursue. If this tax allocation district bond issue is passed the way we contemplate it being passed, there's $500,000 for the Bibb Mill Center, and whether you want to do some sort of feasibility study about this or take next steps or how it's going to tie in, because the Urban Development Authority is also working on the Main Street neighborhood that runs off and into East Macon there, and then that neighborhood, trying to improve that neighborhood. Or if you want to just roll that up and put it in the trash can and come up with something else.
Who came up with the idea of a baseball park? I mean, what kind of baseball? Would it be?
That's as far as we've gone. Just would a baseball park fit? And that's a 5,500 seat baseball.
Like for Little League baseball, like what they have in other cities where they draw.
Could be, no, I think 5,500 seats is more like a minor league, like a Class A, but I don't know.
And I went somewhere and heard this a few weeks back about trying to get a minor league team. Because Luther Williams Field is just so screwed up.
Well, Luther Williams is a great venue and a great facility, and could still be a great facility, especially for concerts. And whether you want to use it that way, this could attract him. I would not want to build it without somebody saying that they were interested in coming. If we build it, I wouldn't want to build it and see if we could. I wouldn't want to do it that way. But I thought with the baseball in Atlanta changing the way it is, and moving the Braves Stadium up into Cobb County, it's going to make it a lot more difficult for people from Macon and Warner Robins to get to a baseball game at home one evening. Because you'd get to Atlanta for a 7 o'clock baseball game, you'd get to the south side of Atlanta around 5:30, and good luck getting to the northwest side of Atlanta then by game time and getting home. So I'm thinking that what's going on up there may have some impact, and whether this is anything y'all want to consider or not, because the only thing I've done thus far is to ask Earl Bars, who is the owner of that 14 acres, if he would be offended if we did a feasibility study to look and see. And he said, not only would I not be offended, I'd be interested in seeing. He said, send that to Zan Thompson. He's the one that's been helping me. So Zan Thompson has all those plans, and he's the one that just came up with that configuration to incorporate the stadium. That existing 4-story brick building is still there and incorporated into this plan with a restaurant and an outdoor seating area. He's got 2 small hotels, one up there and one up there. Retains the state of Georgia testing facility and its little annex, and a new parking deck to accommodate all the parking. So I don't know.
Would Mr. Bars be doing this development, or would we be doing it?
I have no clue. I have no clue. I hadn't gone anywhere like that. So I don't know how we would do it.
Okay, the $500,000 that's with urban development, is that the bond?
No, what I'm talking about is the tax allocation district financing that we are contemplating doing in December. Has $500,000 allocated to this tax allocation district. $500,000 allocated to the Riverside Drive, and I think we know what we're going to do with that. We're going to pursue that environmental remediation to try to reduce the size and shape of the restrictions with the residential use on that site. But whether you wanted to pursue some additional planning or investigation or whatever with this, just a thought. But that's what we're here to do.
I think developing that section is wonderful. That area over there needs the development. I think we need to go slow and get that senior citizen center done before we put another big project on the table for.
We're trying to.
Serious. We've talked and talked and talked But it's time now to do the senior citizen center, y'all.
And we're gonna get
It's
a black
time.
eye over it if you don't.
Well, a pink eye, a blue eye, whatever. I mean, but I just think it's time, and, you know, I represented this area for the longest time until y'all took it out of my district. But I still feel like it's still the east side, and that property needs to be developed. And if there could be a cooperative effort there, us and Mr. Barr, he's held on to it a long, long time. But you've got a lot of expense in there, and I'm not sure about that baseball field, but, I mean, you're putting out the possibilities.
That's all I'm
But
doing.
let's please do the senior citizen
Oh,
center, get serious
we're not
about
slowing,
that
we're not
before we-
slowing down on that. I can promise you that. We're not slowing down on that. That's a funded project, SPOS money dedicated to it, so it's just a matter of finalizing the plans.
The problem is, we have too many people who don't feel we're slowing down, they feel we're standing still. You can't slow down when you're